Get down, let down, the baseline now.
Oh yes, manenekazi sifikile sigalelekile igama ngulebohang Andres for my political connects and my stage name is LB. Dihleli nobhuti u Lucky Thusi. Kunjani bhuti?
Ngikhona bhuti.
Ah. That's it. Ngikhona bhuti. Akangibuza ukuthi nginjani mina.
Akubonile ugrand.
Umbonile ukuthi ngigrand.
Sure.
Okay, I know that's good. I thought it's going to be like that short interview. Ulucky ubani? Awulucky him Ulucky. Then that's it.
Njengoba umbona
Yuye lo. All right. So kahle who's Ulucky Thusi?
Okay, Ulucky Thusi, just a laid back guy from Natal and here in Joburg. So I was born here in Joburg, Baragwanath Hospital. My mother lived Zola 2. My father lived MD. So I was born in Soweto.
So ngoba masiclaim asithini uclainywa ngale noma ngala.
Okay. I stayed in Soweto since I was born till the age of 6. Then from the age of 7 till the age of 16 I was in Natal.
Okay.
Then from 17 years till now I'm 41 now.
You're 41?
Yes.
Udlani, you still look good. Okay. So now ukhulele ngapha nangala.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So what kind of a child were you ekhuleni kwakho?
I was a very laid back child. Actually I'm an introvert guy.
An introvert?
Very, very shy guy at it.
How did an introvert become a dancer?
Hey. It's a long story, but I must say to become a dancer, it was something that I liked and I wanted to be on stage myself one day, and it happened.
I still can picture you as much, Ivan. Yeah. We're gonna get into it. Definitely. Hi, as much, Ivan. Wow. So, kahle, you know the smell of it tear gas.
Yeah, I can say though I was 6 years, 5-6 years. Yes. Remember when because I started primary in MD Nizibambele Primary School. When we go to school that year, 1986, my first year. You'll see rubbles at the street, burning tires. But we went to school then. But yeah, I had a little glimpse of it, but not that vivid because I was still young, 6 years.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So, zange walimala or anything?
No.
Because of it?
No. I didn't. But we could see when there was more like. I remember one time there was a guy who was necklaced. You could see, but though we were far from the action, but you could see.
Sure.
Yeah, that.
As a kid?
Yes.
Were you not traumatized?
Obviously, that thing will traumatize you, but by then But if you look retrospectively, you could see that that was a trauma as a child to see such things.
And all right, fast forward to Varsity. Ufunde people.
Okay, I finished school when I was 16, 1996.
Metric 16.
Yes, I was 16, 1996.
Yes.
Then yes, I was one of those gifted
kids.
Child, you can say, but I was a hard worker, I must say. So then I did chemical engineering at Varsity in 1997.
Wow.
That was my first year. But I must say I failed it.
Nobody can say that.
No, yeah.
Live, I failed it. Proudly even.
It was a lot of circumstances, but the major one, I didn't write my major, which I was majoring in chemistry. So I was doing maths, applied maths, chemistry, physics, introduction to process and material. So there were 5 courses there were 2. But I was majoring in chemistry. I didn't write it. I mixed up dates because I was living at the rest, but I was 16. Being happy to be in Wits University.
Freedom.
I was living in Soweto, but I had a room at Wits. So
yes.
Yeah. I mixed up those dates. Then after that, yeah, I failed it, I must say.
So abazali bathini manje?
They were very disappointed at me, I must say, because they knew that I could make it. I mean, I was that kid who get position 1 everywhere.
Now all of a sudden we are
Position
failed.
1, even standard 8, standard 9, standard 10, everywhere. Position 1. When I read my maths paper, higher grade, it was 100 out of 100, 200 out of 200. I was that kind of yes, in higher grade. But yeah, when I failed, it was a very disappointment to me, also to my
Azange bakushaya. You know how our parents are awulaleli simoshi imali.
Sure, yeah, it was a disappointment, I must say.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So now you also studied something at Vets after failing chemistry.
Yeah,
chemical engineering, I mean.
So what happened, I then joined a youth club called Thabiso Youth Club in Soweto. It's a very popular club because it has so much accolades, not here only in South Africa, abroad as well.
Yes.
So I was part of that organization. So
what were they doing? What was the organization about?
Organization. They do dance, music, and other sort of projects in the community, just to keep children out of the streets.
Okay.
So after being a dancer there, I was elected to be a chairperson of that organization. I stayed there for 5 years.
Promotion levels good. You keep going up.
We also had a project called Masakane Festival, where every year we bring artists. So 999 will be there, Zola will be there, Pro Kid.
Exposing your age, yeah. Continue.
every artist will be there in December.
Wow.
It's a 10-day long festival. Also,
10 days?
Yes. Also, up young artists, there will be plays, poetry, dance, every genre. Then
wow.
Prizes, certificates, yeah. So a lot of people, I mean, were so happy to have that
platform.
Yeah, on that time.
Yeah, a whole 10 days.
Yes, it was a 10 days festival.
So, but nani yenza imali?
No, not necessarily, because we didn't charge anything. It was for free.
Wow.
So you'll only pay for registration, which for us will be maybe to buy certificates and
oh yes, okay.
But it wasn't a money-making sort of festival. It was for upbringing of the community and the surroundings.
Oh, yeah. So at Varsity you also studied arts and culture management.
Yes. In that organization, because I was the chairperson, so they thought, there was a sort of a bursary to go to VET to start arts and culture management.
Yes.
Which was a certificate course, 6-month certificate course. So I went to VET Business School. I completed that one.
So Umoja upheli nje?
No, Umoja zange uphele, because I saw that I've disappointed the family, but I'm still here. I can still go.
Yeah, you're still alive.
Yeah,
you can still go
I can
on.
still go on.
So how supportive were they when you joined the Thabiso Youth Club?
I must say it was great, because when we were there, they know that you are disciplined, and they know where can they find you, and everything was sort of a perfect start for them, because. And you will tour. We tour South Africa, the whole South Africa, and we tour the world.
Wow! I remember.
With Thabiso as well. You can stay in France or in Spain for 3 months, and it's for free.
Sure.
You don't have to pay a cent just to be there, performed, and that's it.
Wow, Sarafine on another level, yeah, Sarafine. So, I got you studied engineering, and then you failed it.
Yes.
And now you went into arts.
Yes, I went to arts.
And abazali to back then, it's either you become a doctor or what. So when you go into arts, like, weren't there any doubts? Good, hey man, what are you doing?
I don't think so, because my older brother, Thusi, he is in Atlanta now. He went in 1996 Atlanta. Till now, he's there.
Doing?
Through dance.
Sure.
Through dance. So
please teach me how to dance.
They could see this was something that can put bread on the table. So that's where they were supported, because they could see that my older brother, who's 2 years older than me, was already there doing it with other groups. So he's still there. Though he's not dancing now because he's old, but he lives there now. He's got a family there, wife and kids. He lives in Atlanta. since
Levels.
1996.
Levels with him. Levels. No, that's beautiful. That's beautiful. So currently, what are you doing?
Okay, now I'm the news editor for 2 publications. It's local newspapers in the south of Johannesburg called Southern Courier and Komaro Chronicle.
Okay.
Yes.
Wow. So how do you juggle 2 jobs?
No, it's not necessarily 2 jobs because I mean we are in the same office.
Okay.
It's just that the publication is going through different suburbs.
Oh.
But we are in the same office, so it's not much of a hassle to juggle. But though there are a lot of stories that you need to look at, but it's not that much of a hassle.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what is a news editor?
Okay, the news editor is someone who firstly will check everything that will go to the newspaper that is factually correct,
Okay.
and make sure that it is balanced, and make sure that everyone maybe that is involved in that story was given an opportunity to
comment.
Yeah, to comment, and also to make sure that the people that we serve get the right news, because with us we are the community-based newspaper.
Okay.
We serve a particular community, so that particular community needs to get especially what they deserve and what is happening around them. We are not because there are sort of mainstream or conventional news editors. With me, I'm a journalist, I'm a photographer, I'm a news editor. So I'm doing all those things at once. I go out, I do stories, I go to events.
Wow.
At the end of the day, on Friday, on Thursday, I sit in my office and
You start writing.
Yeah, I do all the news editing stuff. But I'm an all-rounder.
How do you come up with angles? Like, just give me an example. Let's say you go out to an event, an EFF event.
Yeah.
And then Julia said something to your office. Like, how do you come up with an angle for that?
Yeah,
Because I believe an angle is quite important when you write a story.
as I said that we are community-based, what we'll look maybe at the speech and what is it that involves our community.
Okay,
Then
yes.
we will zoom on that thing. Not everything that may be saying, but what is that involves our community.
The community.
That will
So it's all
benefit
about the
our
community.
Yes, it's
At
all,
the end.
It's all about our community where I am.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. The community is in safe hands. Trust and believe. I want us to play a quick game. Wait, before we play a quick game.
Yeah.
Don't you think the newspaper industry is dying? Everything is digital these days. What's your take on that?
They say that 20 years ago, but we still have the newspaper.
Aisha.
But I must say there is a problem, especially because the newspaper, in order for it to survive, we need to have advertisers.
True.
So that's the main part. So if you don't have advertisers, the newspaper will die. Even the digital will die if you don't
Have
both
advertisers.
need advertisers.
Yes.
But with the newspaper, I must say there are people. Our newspaper, the Southern Courier, it's over 50 years
Yo.
old. So
Wow.
there are people who were born when the newspaper started and they still love it. They're in their 50s, others maybe in their 40s. So those people will normally get the newspaper because the newspaper is free. You get it on your doorstep.
Wow.
So every time on Tuesday
So
you get the newspaper.
Doesn't that take you back to delivering newspapers?
Yeah. I started there in 2005 and 6. I was delivering this newspaper. I was at the back of the truck. Wearing red overalls.
Throwing
Yes, newspapers at these houses.
Hey, job at the end of the day.
Yeah, but today I'm the news editor of that newspaper.
Sure. I talk about passion. You're a hustler, my guy. You're a hustler. Let's play a quick game, right?
Sure.
So you're into journalism and all.
Yeah.
So here you're gonna tell me who must go and who must stay.
Yeah.
Right. So who would you choose between Nokolo Khotbom and Xolani Kwala?
I'll say Xolani.
And why? Why?
Xolani Kwala was very passionate about the language. I mean, if he speaks English, he was.
Not Paulo as well.
I'm coming there.
Okay,
I'm coming there.
okay.
And when he speaks Zulu, he was fluent. So for me, and I grew up listening to him. May his soul rest in peace. But for me, I can say Olanikwa. Sis umamu wrote from umamu wrote from is great and all, but as you said, one must go, so I'll choose Tolani.
Okay, you choose Tolani to go.
No. I'll choose Tolani to
Make up
stay.
your mind. Make up your mind. Okay, Tolani to stay.
Yeah.
Okay, they know my answer. They know. So another one, number 2. Which one would you choose, being a news editor or going back to the dancing field?
The problem with the dancing field, you get old.
Yeah, Rasta.
As you get old, you can't do some of the moves. So, to be a news editor, I mean, it's a longer career with me. I mean, I'm 41,
Yeah.
I can still do another 20 years or so.
So back then, I'm challenger choreograph.
We've done almost everything he's doing. I mean, I've done even the ballet before.
Wow.
So traditional, contemporary ballet. I mean, I was a professional dancer.
But so busy ballet.
I mean, some of the guys that we were with, they are still dancing now.
Oh.
They are still doing it. It's just that I left that field a long time ago, 2003.
Wow.
Yeah.
So, do you listen to music?
Yeah, I do listen to music, but I think music that...
Not a piano.
Because piano plays, you listen to them. So, I'm not a fan, but
You listen.
I can listen to them.
No,
Yeah.
okay.
I'm just an old guy or a square guy in a circle.
When you picked us up, we heard the kind of music you were playing.
Yeah.
You high gangs, man. All right, so between these two artists, who would you bring back?
Yeah.
Brenda Fassie or Lebo Matosa, and why?
Definitely Brenda. I mean, we grew up listening to her. Though we grew up listening to Lebo, but for me, Brenda Fassie, she's great for me. She's great.
Okay. So Brenda's coming back.
Yeah, Brenda Fassie.
All right, I'm sure Bongani Fassie would be very happy. All right, let's go back to the days where you were delivering Ilokuzan Ama newspapers.
Yeah.
How was that for you? Wasn't that like a bit demeaning? Because look at the job. Like,
it was, but I mean, men must live.
this was back in 2007, right?
Yes, men must live. I started delivering newspaper 2005, 2006. Those 2 years.
Oh,
2005, 2006. Then 2007, I went to college to study journalism. So in
through that newspaper.
Yes, because we were working Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, 3 days a week. Then on Monday and Fridays were spare days.
Oh.
So Kexton had a program where they asked us, what is it you want to do? Others wanted to be salesperson, others want to be journalists.
Nice.
I chose journalism. So we were taught like entry level of journalism while we were working. Then in 2007, that's where we got sort of a full year scholarship to go to Cross Media College in Honeydew to study journalism.
Wow.
So I did a certificate for journalism in 2007 through Kexton.
So journalism, buhlezi uyithanda nje or
before what I loved, it was photography. I love taking pictures.
Yes.
I love taking pictures. So
maybe I'll hire you one day.
That is my passion. Even
yes.
now, I can say myself, I take good pictures.
Okay.
So pictures and journalism, like photography and journalism, work hand in hand.
True, true, they do.
So that's why when they ask us what is that you want to do, I choose journalism. Then that's where I continue with it.
Wow.
Yeah.
No, that's proper. So if your child, the one that was out here, says, Mama, I want to do journalism, would you allow the child to do that?
Nah, not necessarily.
Why? Engineering.
Though it's a satisfying job doing, but it's not a paying job. It doesn't pay enough. It doesn't pay. You can live, but it's difficult.
It's difficult.
It's very difficult, especially now. you need something that pays well.
True.
Doesn't.
Yeah, things are expensive.
It doesn't.
Somebody was also complaining. I interviewed Snetemba Matolo. She was a journalist at Jacaranda. She left.
Yeah.
She's like, journalism, it doesn't have different, you can't reach much, you know. You reach the ceiling very soon.
Yeah.
You know, you can't go further than being a journalist, or you can just be an editor and what, and then you can't go beyond that.
True.
So that's true.
Yeah, because I mean, you can do features with other newspapers,
Yes.
being a freelancer, but I mean, how much you'll be paid per article? I mean, it's not that you can't buy maybe Mercedes-Benz working as a journalist.
Sure.
Because it doesn't pay. That's the truth. That's the truth.
But so figure, oh, my sister, men must. Men must.
But I must say it's a satisfying job, because I mean, in journalism, when you work in journalism, I mean, you do things and we are exposed to things a normal person who works 9 to 5 can't.
Oh.
I mean, in the morning you can be interviewing a street vendor or maybe a hobo. In the afternoon you can be maybe in a gala dinner with President maybe Zuma or President Cyril Ramaphosa. In one day you can do that in one day. You see, so that's why I'm saying it is a satisfying job, but it doesn't pay well. But you get satisfied doing it.
It's the passion.
Yeah, the passion.
Wow.
The passion.
It's tough out here. It's tough out here. So let's go back to the days of Thabiso, the youth club.
Yeah.
So how was it like touring the world? You're Spain, you're Belgium, you're Brazil. Tell me about the experience.
Okay, at first we were doing like shows in South Africa.
Yes.
Then one day a guy from France was attending one of our performances and he liked what we do.
Okay.
So he approached us. This was in 1998. So he approached us to come to a festival in France for 3 months the following year in 1999. So for us was to raise ticket fare. So accommodation, per diems will be paid by the guy. But the guy want us to raise tickets for ourselves to go there.
Oh, okay.
So one of the things that I was doing in that organization, Thabisong, I was a fundraising officer.
Oh, okay.
So we raised funds for 25 artists to go to France for 3 months in.
How much was that?
I think it was 150,000 for all of us. Yeah.
Okay, not bad. Yo, but now I'm sure close to a million.
1999. Yeah. National Art Councils sponsored us to go to France in 1999.
Wow.
Also Barca Arts and Culture as well, yeah.
Oh, so how was it like joining Umoja, such a big production?
Then I think we went to audition with some of the guys. I mean, I auditioned there for 3 months.
3 months doing an audition?
Yes, 3 months.
How many callbacks were there?
Every day you go there, you do whatever you do, you come back. For 3 months, that's true.
Sure.
And it wasn't only me, as a group. Because they wanted a second group, because they wanted a main group. So they wanted, because there were so many gigs, so they needed to create a second cast.
Okay.
Then in June 2003, we were lucky. They took us, I think 20 or 19 of us, we get to second group. Then we toured again. I remember the first tour we went to Japan for 2 weeks.
Do you have pictures? I would love to see pictures.
We went to London for 10 weeks. We went to Hong Kong. I mean, Korea. It was great, I must say. It was great.
Sheesh, you were living the dream.
It was great. I mean, we were the people by then.
The celebrities. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, we're about to close, but this is the Kitchen Podcast. The show is called the Kitchen Podcast.
Yeah.
So we always ask people, what is your favorite meal and can you cook?
Yes, I can cook almost everything.
Yeah,
I can cook almost everything. I know how to cook everything. Everything that maybe I can eat. Not some. I know there are sushis, there are prawns and stuff.
So you're the cook in the house?
Yeah, in the house I can do almost everything. But the meal that I like is fries and chips and steak.
Oh, okay.
It's
Amazongitshela ngogeqe, ngojeqe nani.
It's quick to do and it's tasty. I like it.
Oh,
Chips and
okay.
steak.
Okay, I know.
Yeah.
Cool. So, what advice would you give to someone that wants to get into journalism?
I think firstly you need to love it. If there's no love,
Course.
I think love it first. Make sure that you love to read. You are inquisitive.
Yeah.
Know what is happening around you. Not necessarily know all the nitty-gritties, but know what is happening.
Yeah.
I mean, if they can ask you about what is happening in Phoenix now, you can say, no, there was this problem, the DA with the posters. So know something that is happening. Something that is
Okay, in your
topical.
country, yeah.
That is topical.
Yeah.
And surely you must have a passion. If you have a passion for writing, passion for news, you can be a journalist.
Kodwa imali ayikho.
No, if you want to be rich, journalism is not for you.
Wow.
Definitely. I can tell you, it's not for you.
Hamba khaya. No, that's a tough one. So where can people get a hold of you if they want to ask questions in terms of the job that you do?
Okay, I'm on Instagram and Facebook, Driver Thusi, DRYVA.
Driver Thusi.
Yeah. Then on Twitter, I'm @Mshayeli.
Your surname is Thusi.
Yeah.
Are you related to Pel Thusi?
No.
There goes my chances. I thought you were gonna be my connect.
No.
Cut. We are done. Cut. I give up. All right. Thank you very much for this opportunity, my brother. Sizokubiza next time. Senze part 2, part 3, part 4.
Yeah.
As long as you man promote levels. No, thank you very much. Manene nani manenekazi iyabulela ilali neziphaluka. We out.